Hey guys, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit about who all the Miraculouses are going to. So, basically, this is going to be who I believe will be the final holders of the Miraculous by the end of the show. They will be full-time, keeping the Miraculous all the way. Now, obviously, those who have gotten their Miraculous will keep them full-time from here on out. So, yeah. So, first off, Tiki goes to Marinette. We already knew this. It's not gonna stop. Plague Adrian. Nuru is going to go to Lila eventually. If you guys want to know more about that, then you can check out the link in the iCard, which is going to be the video. The playlist is for those of you who are watching this after the fact, after I've made the other videos, in which I will be going into full depth about each and every single one of the Kwamis and how they will relate to their characters. This is just the basis, like, hey, here's something about their powers, here's what their powers will probably be with their new person, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, Nuru goes to Lila, check out the video up there. Waze goes to Nino. Bubbler. The Bubbler was kind of defensive, defended the adults when they went up into space so that they wouldn't die, but it also separated defended the kids from the adults. Continuing. Trix goes to Olga. Lady Wi-Fi was a little bit illusion-y. Not 100% certain on the whole details. It's like I said, these are going to be kind of rough. Paulin, Chloe. So Antibug was kind of like Ladybug, almost identically, except for when she used her power, she was actually able to use that ability to fight. Kind of like how Queen Bee is very similar to Ladybug with a lot of things. However, but her power is Venom, which is an attack move, unlike Ladybug, whose ability is not. Next up, Dusu goes to Undine. I'm not really certain on this whole detail. It was just like, no one is going to get this, so it might go to somebody else. So, yeah. Dusu is the peacock, by the way, if you guys don't know. Next is Mulu, the mouse, which will go to Meline, which I'm imagining, since, like in Horrificator, she could change her size based on how much people feared her. I believe that Mulu will be able to shrink down, and it will basically work like a similar to how the other powers work. So basically what will happen is she'll be able to shrink down to the size of whatever she wants, and she'll be able to shrink down kind of like how Ant-Man does. So yeah. Stomp goes to Ivan. That is the Bull Miraculous. Basically, what I think is going to happen is that Ivan is going to be able to grow stronger. And it makes sense because that was what happened whenever he got attacked as Stoneheart. Next up, Roar goes to Juleka. That is the Tiger Miraculous. Tigers are very good at hiding, which is kind of weird because the way that her power works was that she was able to duplicate herself by making other people look like her. But the thing is that tigers are actually able to disappear. So I could actually disappear into foliage and stuff. So I could see this being her being able to turn invisible. Now I would say that this could go to that this could also have gone to Sabrina because she was able to turn invisible, but I don't think that that's quite accurate because there's actually another one that makes a little bit more sense. Next up, Fluff the Bunny goes to Alex, which if you guys have seen Time Tiger, you already know. So, whatever. We don't need to worry too much about that. But, of course, both of her powers when she was I keep forgetting what the name of that power was, but whatever what of her Akumtai's version was. But that was also a time traveler, so important things to know. Next is Long, which will go to Kagami. That is the dragon. Um, sword-based power, sword-based hero, both sword-based villain, both times. Kagami, it makes sense. I don't need to go into full detail with this. We don't know very much about this. I don't even want to talk about this power until we've actually seen um, her become a um, until we've actually seen the dragon outfit in full. Next is Saz, or the Snake Miraculous, which will go to Luca. We've already seen this. Both look like they are going to be sound-based. I will go into more details in the video, which you'll be able to find up there. Again, all of these will be going into full detail up in the playlist that you can find in the iCard. Once they are out, you can find them there. Next is Kalki, which is the horse. Horses are supportive, which matches Sabrina to a T. And because of that, and because of the fact that her power, when in the episode actually devoted to her, was in a sort of case where she could copy the powers of whoever she wanted and then use the powers. So what I think is going to happen for this one is that she will be able to copy one person's power and be able to duplicate it and be able to assist them that way. We'll see what exactly happens, but that's my theory so far. Next up is Ziggy, which is the Goat Miraculous. I don't understand that name. It's so weird. This one is a bit iffy. I honestly don't 100% see this. And it could be, and it could also be, it could be Max, it could be Nathaniel. I'm thinking Nathaniel more, but we shall see what exactly happens in the episode where that gets revealed. Next up is Zupu, the monkey, which I believe will be going to Max. The main reason that I'm saying Max for this one, more than it, but it could still go to Nathaniel, is because the previous user that we know about was the Monkey King. So I could see, and since Max is very fond of fighter games, I could see that being what will happen. But we'll see what happens. Next one is Oriko, which goes to Kim. I'm thinking that's going to be the case where he's going to be able to fly, basically. He's just gonna, that's going to be his main power. There might be some other thing, I don't know. That one just seems odd. Kim was always going to be in a weird situation because really his only power was flying and then causing problems. And the same thing goes for Mark, but it's a little bit different for him. But yeah. Speaking of Mark, Mark gets Bark, which is the dog. Mostly I did that because they look very similar and it kind of rhymes. But I will go into more details again up in the other videos. Now for the last one, which is Daisy Rose. It's going to be her, I have no doubt, because of the fact that she both have scent-based powers, I do believe. While we haven't seen the pig's powers, I do see that being a very high possibility. On top of that, there's a few other things, but I will go into full details up in the video, up in the thing up there, so you can check that out. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja. I will see you guys in the next video. Badon!